Alright, welcome to distance formula and midpoint formula on the coordinate plane. With the distance formula, we're going to have 2 points, point AB and then point CD. So we're going to take these 2 points and label them as x1, y1, and x2, y2. The distance will be calculated using this formula, which we will talk about the next time we see you. The distance will be the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1. Oh gosh. Alright, let me just erase that and put it over here. So it'll be the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So that's going to be your distance formula. And then we do arrive to it from the Pythagorean theorem. The midpoint formula, we will find the midpoints of 2 points on the coordinate plane by finding the average of your x values and the average of your y values. So again, it's going to be average of x, which is x1 plus x2 over 2. And we have y1 plus y2 over 2. That's going to be your formula for both midpoint and distance formula on the coordinate plane. Let's go through a couple of examples. Let's start off with AB. So before we start, we should put the labels on A and B. Go ahead and give me the coordinate points for A, the coordinate values for A, B, and C. All right, for A, I have 4, 6. For B, I have -8, 4. And for C, I have -3, -8. Alright, starting off with the distance formula between A and B. So the distance formula, again, I'm going to write it again for the first time because I forget. So I have x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So I'm going to subtract my x values. I'm going to have the square root of 4 minus -8 squared plus 6 minus 4 squared. This will give me the square root of 12 squared plus 2 squared, which is the square root of 144 plus 4, the square root of 148. Then with 148, I'm going to simplify it like simplifying radicals. Then we do it on the side right here. This breaks down to 2 times 74. And 74 is 2 and 727. No, 2 and 37. So then the square root of 148 is the square root of 2 times 2 times 37. Bring out the 2's, and I have 2 radical 37. So the distance between A and B is 2 radical 37. This one's long. It's not very difficult, but the calculation is long. For the midpoint of A and B, I'm going to find the average of my x values. So I have 4 plus -8 over 2. And I have 6 plus 4 over 2. This is going to give me -4 over 2 and 10 over 2. Which is going to be at -2, 5. And this midpoint is going to be at -2, 5. So this red point right here is the midpoint between A and B. Alright, let's try B and C. Okay, between B and C, go ahead and set up your distance formula first, please. I'm going to get you guys going with the square roots. You can put these in. Go ahead and plug in the values for the distance formula for B and C. Use your x1 minus x2, and then your y1 minus y2. And for reference, your x1 and x2, the values doesn't matter as long as you're consistent with the labeling. Okay, so you guys have plugged in the points for the distance for B and C. I'm going to use -3 minus -8. And I have 8 minus 4. You could have set it up with -8 minus -3 and 4 minus 8. You'll get the same answer. Did you set yours up correctly? Alright, doing the math, this becomes the square root of 5 squared plus 4 squared. Alright, go ahead and simplify that. You should get square root of 25 plus 16, which is the square root of 41. And 41 doesn't break apart, so this will be our final answer. 41 is a prime number. Go ahead and set up your formula for midpoint of B and C, please. Set you guys up with this. Very good. You guys should be adding both values, both the x values and then the y values for B and C. So for x, I have -8 plus -3. And then for y, I have 4 plus -8. -8 plus 3 is -11 over 2. And this gives me -4 over 2. This gives me -5.5, comma, -2. So that means we're at -5.5, comma, -2 right here. So this red dot is the middle between B and C. Alright, go ahead and do the last one by yourself, please. Press continue once you finished it. Okay, you finished the last one. Go ahead and check your work here, please. Please don't just copy. I know some of us are just going to go through and click continue when we're not done. Please try it on your own first. So this is going to be -4, +4 minus 3 squared. Value between C and A. So I took this x minus this. -4 minus -3, like this. And I'm going to have 6 minus 8 plus 6 minus 8. If you set yours up the other order, you should get the same answer. So this will give me the square root of 7 squared plus -2 squared. Square root of 49 plus 4, square root of 53, which is a prime number. And then the midpoint of C and A. Midpoint is finding the average of your x values and your y values. For x values, I have 4 plus -3 over 2. And the y value, I have 6 plus -8 over 2. To give me -1 over 2 and -2 over 2, which is -0.5 and -1. No, wait, this is positive. Alright, did you guys get both correct? If you made a mistake, make sure you put a note for yourself.